everybody, welcome back to the Matt's Railway Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again as I've come back to the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway for the second day of their autumn showcase event, which is a mixed attraction day featuring both steam and diesel locomotives here at Cheltenham Racecourse Station, the bottom end of the line, with the first train due to go shortly, which is a lovely steamer. This autumn showcase event is the final time for a little while. We will see the Merchant Navy class 53006. After today, it's being withdrawn from service for its annual overhaul. So you have to make sure you definitely see that one today. Thankfully, it's looking like quite a nice day. Beginning of, well, clocks have gone back, so definitely into autumn and everything. So yeah, it should be a nice day. All stations are open and being stopped at today, which means we will be paying a visit at some point to Hayles Abbey to Halt. Toddington for the first time, currently behind 37215, which coming from Broadway to Titan also had 35006, so has steam and diesel. On the way down to Hayles Abbey and Halt, which haven't actually used since the first time here, which is early in the year. So about 5 minutes on the train down there. Then, yeah, we're going to see the diesel guy and we're going to get back on to get to Broadway a high marathon. Well, the next one is, which could be steep, I'm sure. Tell you what, there's so many awesome colours now. That's really good. Railway is only like an hour and 20-minute drive from where I'm based. I cannot complain, really. Because the views on here are pretty damn good. Here we are at Hayles Abbey Halt, just seen 37215 leaving to head down towards Cheltenham Racecourse. The Hayles Abbey Halt is the newest station on, well, I'm put newest in inverted commas. It's not like it opened last year, it opened a while ago. But it only gets served so like quiet times of the year or occasional gala, but it's nice to be back. It's it's just like good drive at Halt, really. On the a couple of the other requesty stops on things like this Severn Valley. It's got a little pagoda shelter with a bit of history in, that's about it, but that's all you need. So yeah, just waiting here at Hayles Abbey, so haven't really, I'll just give you a little tour of the little halt here. As you can see, it is a single line section of track. And so it's just a single little platform. I've got a couple of little like gas light things, not much. Views are alright. But again, you have got some nice colours in the background. Of course, given it's a heritage railway, there are no ticket buying facilities, there's no dot matrices, there are no other kind of facilities apart from the shelter there, which I think is commonly called the pagoda shelter. The good thing is, if you come and have a look inside, yeah, if you come and have a look inside, you've got history of Hayles Abbey Halt. So when it was originally built and rebuilt. A little bit more information there. For about 20 minutes from Hayles Abbey itself, the English heritage property. Plenty of other information. And just a little bit about when it was constructed, which is nice to see. Yes, this pagoda shelter style thing was originally, I was going into the iron shelter, just like a pagoda one. It was found in the goods yard at dusk. Now that is pretty much everything there is here. You have got step-free ramp down, which is good. But it's not smooth, it is rather stony. That's the steep design. And that is literally everything here at Hayles Abbey Halt. If you ever do come up to ride the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway, especially if they are stopping here at Hayles Abbey Halt, it is worth getting off and just having 20 minutes. So here it is quiet. Very few people seem to use it. But you do also get some good views when either the steam or the diesel locos do come through. Just remember that you may need to remember to stick your hand out and request that the train stops. There's actually a road bridge as well. Just up on the road bridge over the railway here at Hayles Abbey Halt. So now just have a quick look at the halt itself from the road bridge. And the views. That's just the view looking the other way, going up from Dotherington and everything. Somewhere in the background there is a steam train. Yeah, it's definitely not so bad views up here. Just arrived back into Toddington on our way up to Broadway. Currently behind 3850. This is what I thought we were starting the day behind, but it wasn't. We actually started the day behind 24081. So the locomotives in action today, we've got Betton Grange 6880, the Merchant Navy class 35006, 7903 and 3850. That's the steamers, and then there's 3 diesels. You've got the class 24081, 47105, which definitely seems for us that's the Freightliner livery class 47, which looks smart all the time. Then you've also got 37215, which is what we saw leaving Hayles Abbey, which we will see again later on. So, yeah, nice variety of locos, steam and diesel for the Autumn Showcase Gala. And it is a big day for the Merchant Navy one, otherwise known as P&O, 35006, because after today it's being withdrawn from service for its annual overhaul, so going to be off the roads for a little while. So enjoy it while it's here today, really. And I think I'll work the day, so I'll see that steaming into the night. Yay! Yep, I hope you're enjoying the ride up and down the line so far and seeing the autumnal colours. If you haven't, you better go and get your ticket and jump on, because we'll be leaving soon to get up to Broadway, top end of the line. This is, well, out of the heritage lines I've done this year, the Gloucestershire Warwickshire is the only one not connected to the main line anywhere. Because we know Norton, West Somerset Railway is at Norton Junction. East Somerset Railway is all the way out towards Westbury. What else have we been this year? Dean Forest, Lydney Junction. Then, what else have we been? South Devon is at Totnes Riverside. Severn Valley is at Kidderminster. So where they have events, any guest locomotives coming in have to come in by lorry. Good luck getting them through Cheltenham sometimes. Right, I'm going to enjoy time here, and I'll come back to you up at Broadway. Right, just arrived into Winchcombe behind 47376, Freightliner liveried diesel locomotive. Just come down from Toddington. Got a few minutes here, then we head back up the line back to Toddington. Then from there we come back down again and have a pop and look around. Right, just arrived back at Toddington. Just had the double-header steamer, Betton Grange and 7903, I think it is. Now I'm going to quickly get over to the other one, back behind Class 37, back down to Winchcombe. Then thankfully, that's great time. It's pretty busy today, but I'm actually not surprised at that. Kids are free today, so encourage families to come out. This is one of the probably last big events of the year for them here. Right, back into Winchcombe here, just coming behind the diesel 37215, which is looking very nice as always in its British Rail livery. For a little bit of time here now, then we hopefully pick up the Merchant Navy class one, and you might be able to hear the sound of that engine revving, rumbling away there. Of course, new hat as well. There we go, there is 37215 rumbling away nicely. Something slightly unexpected coming in as well on platform 2. You've got the goods train. This has come up from, it looks like Cheltenham Racecourse, and is going to be the Class 24, oh very nice. Oh very nice. If you do ever come and ride the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway and you find yourself with a little bit of time at Winchcombe, it's worth having a little look in the Discovery coach, free entry. Goes over the whole history of the line from its humble beginnings of, when it was closed, had to rebuild it, reopen it, close it again almost because of other problems and everything. It's fascinating now. Let's go look at it. It's extremely popular. It's a lovely heritage line, and yeah, one that for me, as I said, is about an hour and 20 minutes drive away. Can't go even further wrong with that. And of course the scenery is spectacular, and you've got viaducts, bridges, the whole lot to go over. I've still got like half an hour more yet. One good thing with the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway, there's always plenty to see and do at nearly all the stations. Apart from maybe Hayles Abbey, Halt, where there's not a lot. But Broadway, you can see the trains coming reversed around. Toddington, there's loads to see, engine sheds. If it's running, you can always do the little broad gauge or standard gauge, whatever it is. Winchcombe, yeah, you got all that. Godwington, you've got stuff to see as well. Yeah, it's a well worthwhile line to come and explore. Oh, you're going to find a hot chocolate and a piece of cake. Right, this pulling in on platform 2 is a goods train, this time being pulled by steamer 3850. Train all steam engines just looks stunning. I'd definitely say steam engines were the golden age of rail transportation in the UK. However much people love the HSTs and whatnot, I still think steam is better. I just seen that the non-stopping double header 9703 and 6880 Betton Grange. Yeah, that's going non-stop Broadway down to Cheltenham Racecourse. This is nice to see. And you can still hear them now, they were steaming well. Yeah, behind me we've still got the parked up freight goods train. The classic old what's it called? Freight thingy with bobbies. Right, just arrived back into Broadway behind 35006, the Merchant Navy class engine, which, as I say, is right for the last time today for a little while, because it's due to go back in for an overhaul shortly. So definitely got to enjoy the last times of seeing this for probably for a few years, I'd imagine. It is an absolutely stunning looking engine. As well as seeing one of these going up the east or west coast main line potentially, that would be a sight.
Are we going into one or two?
It is certainly steaming very well here. Let's see, enjoy the sight of it. Top end of the train which here at Broadway is the class 24 diesel 24081, which again is looking very nice in its British Rail colours, and listen to that engine sound. Good old Ticky Diesel. Right, just arrived into Toddington, and there we are. That is 24081, which is just led the way. Yeah, that is definitely a very nice looking locomotive. Recently restored and returned to action, if I remember correctly. And here on platform 1 we've got something else which is probably about to go out to Broadway, which we are not doing. And just come down to the bottom end of platform 1 at Toddington, where we've got 37215. I'd imagine getting ready to go out to Broadway very shortly. And just under the bridge, behind the final coach, you've got 35006, the Merchant Navy class engine. As you can see, the Merchant Navy class is still steaming rather well. Here we go, 35006. Right, just arrived back into Broadway for the final time of the Autumn Showcase Gala. At the rear of the train we've just come in on is 9703 for Mark Hall. Can't really see much as it's getting dark, but still it's a very, very nice looking steam locomotive here. If you just look that way, see it's getting dark. They're just adding to the atmospheric nature of everything here, and of course you might still be able to see the steam, everything from 35006, which we are heading down towards now. By the time we get back into Cheltenham Racecourse at the end of this, it is going to be black, which is going to be epic for hopefully a couple of late night shots. Hopefully soon that bridge will be usable. We'll be able to wander across onto the platform the other side. Right, that's it. Just arrived back into Cheltenham Racecourse for the final time today. The end of the second day of the autumn showcase event, gala, whatever you want to call it. And yep, that is it now officially for the Merchant Navy 53006. Once it's finished doing what it's doing now, it'll be withdrawn and you can go and have a nice rest while it has all its overhauls completed. And in a minute I can make my way home. The next weekend, being nice railway for their steam gala. Never ending in a minute. As I say, for the content. Here we go. The final time, 35006. It's focused then. Yep. Merchant Navy class. And in front, 9703 for Markle. Two absolutely stunning locomotives, even in pitch black. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. So thank you very much for joining me today for the second day of the autumn showcase event here at the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway. And yep, the final time you will see the Merchant Navy class 35006 for a little while, which is still just about behind me. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the content, seeing all the steam and diesel locomotives running today. If you did, then please come to do all the normal good stuff, like, subscribe, share, comment, and I would highly recommend that if you can one day, just come up and visit the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway. It is definitely worth a visit. Yep, until next time, I'll talk to everybody very soon, i.e. next weekend when I'm at the Dean Forest Railway, but from Cheltenham Racecourse Station here on the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Steam Railway, it's choo choo and puff puff for now.